Generally assumed, students will develop a personal investment in the material if they engage in a real meaningful task and problems that emulate what experts do in the real world situations. And project-based learning is a learning approach that was introduced around 1990 when Branford and Slade in 1993. Basically, the project-based learning approach from constructivism theory, especially social constructivism, that connects collaborations among students and learning within the community. The main performance indicators issued by the Minister of Education and Culture in 2021, new performance measures for universities to create adaptive universities with more output base. It called indikator kinerja utama itu, and graduate get business jobs with wage above the minimum wage become entrepreneur or continue their studies, and studies gain of campus experience, internship, lectures and activities outside of campus, and the result of research and service that are used study program in collaboration with world-class partners. Seeing the importance of college indicator kinerja utama or key performance indicators, the point 7, equal 7, about collaborative and participatory classroom group project-based evaluations or case studies. And one of the assessments point in the project-based learning or case studies is minimum 30%. And focus on this writing, project-based learning approach in teaching writing has been implemented in teaching writing in higher education, especially in North Sulawesi. And I formulated the research questions as follows. The first one, how do the lecturers perceive project-based learning in teaching writing? The second one, how do the lecturers implement project-based learning in teaching writing? The third one, how does project-based learning impact students' writing skills? And the fourth, what are the challenges of project-based learning in teaching writing? And the last, how do students respond to the implementing of project-based learning in teaching writing? In doing this research, I used qualitative research for case studies pattern 2015 and year 2018. And it starts with plan, design, prepare, collect, analyze, and share. The research participants consist of lecturers enrolled in the English Education Study Program. It signifies that particular attention is necessary when strategizing and acquiring research authorizations. And upon receiving formal authorizations, I additionally require approval, and regarding lecturers and students, their consents involve managing informants and securing consents for negotiations. And the results of this research, lecturers' perceptions of project-based learning is highly perceived of project-based learning in teaching writing, and it's suitable in teaching writing. The lecturer perceptions is how teachers select, organize, and interpret information, input and existing experiences, and then interpret them to create a meaningful overall picture. And the lecturer's perceptions regarding the implementations of project-based learning in teaching writing is interesting to know because the implementation is no longer centered on the lecturer but the student's learning center. And the second, the implementations of project-based learning in teaching writing. Well implemented of project-based learning and moderately implemented with project-based learning in teaching writing. The results show that differences in implementing project-based learning in teaching writing. The first is based on the way to organize the project. The second is based on the time spent doing the project. And the third is based on the aims the lecturers apply, like real-based projects, problem-based projects, and the other two real-based projects. The next is the impact of project-based learning in teaching writing. Impact on students' writing performance. There are positive impacts of project-based learning in students' writing performance. And the next is the challenges of project-based learning in teaching writing. Lecturers challenging in implementing project-based learning in teaching writing, and the strengths and weakness of project-based learning in teaching writing. And the last is students' response implementations of project-based learning in teaching writing. Positive response and negative response. Positive response is students constantly displaying positive behavior, showcasing courtesy, active participations, and determinations in completing their assignments, even when there are occasional delays in submissions. And second, students actively participate in the learning process. And next, students have the chance to participate, and students can utilize their writing talents in practical situations. And the negative responses: certain students encounter difficulties implementing to the project-based learning approach, particularly in the initial stages, and project-based learning may require additional time and resources to plan and carry out projects. The efficiency of project-based learning depending upon the lecturer's proficiency in successful implementations. Overall, most students respond favorably to integrating project-based learning in teaching writing. They demonstrated exemplary behavior, actively participated in the learning process, and earning the chance to do challenging writing assignments. And I conclude that these findings indicate that project-based learning is highly perceived